Alright, welcome back to part 2 of Batfam Hunger Games. I think that's what I'm calling it. Batfam Hunger Games. Let's go with it. This is a Hunger Games simulator. If you missed the last video, card and link. And this is a really fun way to kill people. For the people who don't kill. I don't think, let me see, are any of these killers? Batman of Japan is, Ghostmaker is, Catwoman has, but she's not really a killer. Robin, as in Damian Wayne, was, not anymore. Harley Quinn is. I don't know about next Batman. Bernard is probably a murderer. Azrael does kill, and obviously I kill. So 5 out of the 24 murder people. Let's jump into it. So this is the Reaping. And I included myself in it, number 1, because it's funny, and number 2, because District 12 is where I am from. So that's pretty cool. District 12 is Appalachia. That's where I'm from. Pretty cool stuff. And so I am the equivalent of Katniss. Katniss is actually from my region. I forget to say that last time. That's why it's cool. Katniss, the main character of the Hunger Games, is from where I'm from. So that it's really cool to watch the Hunger Games. I like the Hunger Games. I watched the movies, couldn't finish the books. Watched the movies. It's pretty good. I might see if there's any comics of them. Read those. Anyway, let's get to it. And there's no pictures because you know what they look like, and there was a bug with it. There was a problem. It wouldn't let me do it. Whatever. So we're just going with the words. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Babs breaks Jason's nose for a basket of bread. I would too. I love bread. Kate runs away. Duke gathers food. Harper runs away. Jace stabs Selena with a tree branch. Already? Catwoman's dead? She's done so dirty this time. Alfred runs away. Jiro takes a handful of throwing knives. Jean-Paul takes a handful of throwing knives. Cass clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Roxy finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. So what I'm hearing is I have a chance. Helena runs away. Carrie kills Tim as he tries to run. Are you kidding me? The first Robin 3 kills the second Robin 3. Ironic. Harley finds a bag full of explosives. Oh boy. Oh no. Damien finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Claire runs away. Luke runs away. Dick grabs his sword. Stephanie runs away. Bruce runs away. Minkoa grabs a sword. And Nards grabs a shovel. I hope he kills himself with it. Bruce searches for firewood. Nards injures himself. Stephanie receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Claire hunts for other tributes. Damien and Minkoa hunt for other tributes. Harper poisons Dick's drink. He drinks it and dies. Poor Dick. Alfred chases Cass. Jace begs for Carrie to kill him. He refuses, keeping Jace alive. Wait, Carrie? I must have typed it wrong. Oh well. Babs receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Helena is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Luke tries to sleep through the entire day. Roxy searches for firewood. Kate injures herself. Harley searches for firewood. Jason makes a slingshot. Jiro constructs a shack. Jean-Paul collects fruit from a tree. Duke accidentally steps on a landmine. Poor Duke. Selena's dead. Tim's dead. Dick's dead. Duke's dead. That's sad. And 3 of those were murders. Or kills. Cass sees a fire but stays hidden. Babs and Carrie run into each other and decide to truce. Minkoa is awoken by nightmares. Stephanie ambushes Harley and kills her. Nards finds fends Jean-Paul, Chase, and Helena away from his fire. Please don't kill me. Alfred sets up camp. Kate sets up camp. Damien receives an explosive. Jiro receives fresh food. Harper, Jason, and Bruce discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Last time it was Babs, Jason, and Bruce, which is funny. Or Babs, Bruce, and Jason, I think it was. Roxy receives an explosive, okay. Claire is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Luke receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Cass goes hunting. Carrie fishes. Minkoa defeats Claire in a fight but spares her life. Bruce discovers a cave. Now that's funny. Luke, Jiro, and Kate hunt for other tributes. Jason fishes. Damien sees smoke, but decides not to investigate. Jean-Paul practices his archery. He is more used to a sword. Stephanie goes hunting. Babs and Jace pick flowers. Nerds and Alfred hunt for other tributes. Helena attacks Roxy, but she manages to escape. I've been spared this time. Harper thinks about home. Who's dead? Oh. A cloud of poisonous smoke starts to fill the arena. I survive. Babs survives. Carrie survives. Claire sacrifices herself so Jason can get away. Mankoa sacrifices himself so Bruce can get away. That makes sense. Stephanie and Luke decide to run into the cloud together. Jiro survives. Jace survives. Kate survives. Damien and Jean-Paul decide to run into the cloud together. Nards is engulfed in the cloud of poisonous smoke. Cass survives. Harper and Helena agree to die in the cloud together, but Harper pushes Helena in without warning. Wow. That's terrible. And Alfred survives. That's just mean. Oh. Harper knows what Helena did last game. Carded link if you didn't catch that. Man. So who's... 9 cannon shots. Harley, Claire, Mankoa, Stephanie, Luke, Damien, Jean-Paul. Jean-Paul, no! Jean-Paul! Nards, and Helena. Kate questions her sanity. Jason receives medical supplies. Harper climbs a tree. Bruce poisons Alfred's drink. He drinks it and dies. That was revenge for Alfred killing Bruce and winning the games last time. That was crazy that happened. That's what it was. Babs starts a fire. Cass attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Carrie climbs a tree. Jace and Jiro cry themselves, and Roxy loses sight of where she is. Roxy throws a knife into Carrie's chest. Babs fishes. Kate dies from thirst. Jiro attacks Harper, but she manages to escape. Jason picks flowers. Jace, Cass, and Bruce get into a fight. Jace triumphantly kills them both. That's crazy. It's day 3, and, everyone's dead. Oh my god, it's day 3. It took 7 days last time to get, even this close. That's crazy. So Jace has 3 kills already. Bluebird has 2 kills. That's crazy. Okay. Jace, oh no. Ooh. Jace cries himself to sleep. Jason thinks about home. Harper goes to sleep. Babs tries to treat her infection. Uh-oh. Roxy convinces Jiro to snuggle with her. Ooh, kinky. The cornucopia is replenished. Roxy decides not to go to the feast. Jace takes a staff, leaning against the cornucopia. Jiro decides not to. Babs decides not to. Harper severely injures Jason, but puts him out of his misery. So Jason's dead, I guess. Jace and Babs split up to search for resources. Jiro scares Roxy off. Harper thinks about home. The remaining tributes begin to hallucinate. Harper survives. Jiro survives. Oh man, Babs survives. Roxy eats a scorpion, thinking it is a delicate dessert. Why did I say delicate? So, funny thing about that, I'm very familiar with what scorpions look like and things, though I've never been high or hallucinated as much as I would in this case. So I can't say what I would do in this case, but I am planning to move out west, that is, to the American Southwest, when I get older. And if you don't know, most things there, most animals there are deadly, or at least a significant portion of them are compared to, a bunch of other places in the world. I'm going to be moving to the desert, and there are these things called bark scorpions there, and they are not very good. So I probably would not eat a scorpion thinking that it's dessert. A live one, anyway, thinking that it's dessert. But if I'm hallucinating, maybe not. I was really hoping that I would win this, so I'm a little sad. We might have to try again to see if I win. But I got 1 kill, so that's better than nothing. Alright, Jason and me are dead. Harper receives an explosive. Babs receives medical supplies. Jiro receives fresh food. Jace falls into a pit and dies, as you do. Harper sees smoke. Jiro searches for firewood. Babs collects fruit from a tree. Jace is dead. Alright, there's 3 left. It's been 5 days. It took us 7 last time. We'll see what happens. So, Bluebird is alive with 3 kills. Oracle is alive. Batman of Japan is alive. No kills. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Harper... Okay. Whoa! Harper kills Babs as she tries to run. Jiro falls into a pit and dies. So that's night 5. Harper from District 8. Alright, proceed. Let's go. Proceed. Alright, so this time, last time it was 3 kills was the highest, and it wasn't Alfred who had those. All 3 kills. Placements, Harper wins. I was 5th place. That's pretty good. I'm moving up. I was 16th last time. District 12 was 5th place, just like last time, which is my district. IRL and in this game. And Harper got the most kills. So last time there were a lot more two kills, but this time there's a 4 and a 3, and then the rest are 1s. So that's really cool. This one was significantly shorter. This one's about half the time as of recording. But that's pretty cool. I had to set up a lot more for the first video, I guess. Alright. Thank you guys so much for playing. That's playing? What? Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I know, you hear it all the time, but it really does help me out in growing this small channel. If you want to see more of this, if you want to see stuff about any of the specific characters on the screen, myself included, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see what I can do for you. I wanted to plug something, but there's nothing really for me to plug, except that I have a coffee, if you want to donate there for the stuff I do, because, you know, times are tough, things are hard. And I also have a League of Comic Geeks profile, which, if you don't know, is basically like comic Twitter. That's how I put it, except it's a lot less unhinged. And, yeah, if you want to know any more about either of those things, you can check the links in my bio, in my About page. I don't know, I never really understand what YouTube's calling it these days. So, anyway, that's a thing. Check it out. Do whatever. You're awesome. Leave a like. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Part 3. Skull.